fact, we are learning that there is a gun battle that seems to rage on in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar, where a fierce encounter seems to be underway in Singhpura. There are terrorists who are engaged with firing with the joint operation of a security forces. The gunfight is said to be active with reinforcements that have now rushed to the spot. This is a high-stake crackdown, comes amid heightened alert along the LoC and in the Hinterland, and of course marking a month after the Pahalgam terror attack. We've seen such kind of series of operations, the crackdown on terror that has now taken place, and multiple high-end terrorists, when we speak of these commanders as well, who have been active and have been active in recruiting when it comes to the youth and in a way brainwashing and indoctrinating them to join the terror ranks. However, one day they will be eliminated, and we are looking at several of those key commanders of terror organizations that have been eliminated also when it comes to our security forces. When this Operation Clear Up that seems to be taking place when it comes to the terror crackdown from within, as search and combing operations are also being reported. However, the latest one is coming in from Kishtwar in Jammu and Kashmir. What is being reported of a fierce encounter, reinforcements that have been brought in. Of course, these are deferred pictures, not live pictures of this encounter that is said to be underway. Let's get in a word from Yavar. Yavar, in Kishtwar, we are reporting this fierce encounter.
Amita, exactly. There was a input by the security forces. It was an intelligence input that there's a movement of certain militants in the area, and the security forces had approached towards the suspect spot, but the hiding militants have fired upon them, creating an encounter. It was an initial gunshots that had been heard. After that, the search operation has been intensified. Now, this is a Singhpur Chitru in the Kishtwar where this operation has been intensified. Amita, we have earlier witnessed that number of operations were rattled in that particular place, and sources indicated that there's a group of 2 to 3 militants there, and probably a group of Jash. The official confirmation for the affiliation is yet to be ascertained by the security forces. I spoke to some of the security officials. They said that it was an initial gunshot that have heard there, and after that the search operation has been intensified. Now the army para, the SSB police and the paramilitary, they have taken over this case. Pertinent to mention is that if you talk about the Operation Sindoor, this is the major operation in the Kishtwar that we have been witnessed after the successful Operation Sindoor and after the Pahalgam attack. A number of operations were rattled, be it in the South Kashmir by 6 militants and neutralizing in 2 operations, or be it elsewhere in the Udhampur or in the Jammu or in the Kishtwar range. But in Kishtwar range, we have usually witnessed that the operations are taking a bit of more time because this is a forest range, so the security forces have to ensure that there will be no collateral damage to the security forces.
Any information of how many terrorists are believed to be trapped in the area of this ongoing encounter, Yavar?
Amita, there's a number of 2 to 3 militants who are trapped there. That's what the sources are indicating at this point in time. As I told you that the search operation is still intact in the area, and the forces are saying that they are going to come up with a detailed shortly from now as the operation is in initial stage.
Right. We are waiting details. There an official confirmation on the number of terrorists believed to be trapped. However, what is being reported that in Jammu and Kashmir, Kishtwar, a fierce encounter is currently underway. We'll get you more on that as we get latest developments. Yavar, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in.